Shut up and sit down.
10 lines on International Day of Elimination of Racial Discrimination for Kids, Children, School Students and Competitive Exams in English. Set 1. 10 lines on International Day of Elimination of Racial Discrimination for Kids. Number 1. International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination is celebrated on 21st March every year. Number 2. The day seeks to remind people of the negative effects of racial inequality. Number 3. Racism and intolerance are issues that are present in all communities. Number 4. The United Nations puts duties on states and tasks them in the public and private sectors to abolish racial discrimination. Number 5. The concept of equality also required states to take special steps to eradicate situations that trigger or lead to the perpetuation of racial discrimination. Number 6. It helps to strengthen solidarity among different ethnic groups. Number 7. Racism can be eradicated with tiny steps by the people of the nation. Number 8. The day reminds us that as humans, we are one. Number 9. Color, origin or any other variation is irrelevant based on treating any individual. Number 10. Every human on this planet is entitled to the fundamental right of equality unconditionally. Set 2. 10 lines on International Day of Elimination of Racial Discrimination for School Children. Number 1. On 21st March every year, the United Nations UN International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination is celebrated with various events and activities worldwide. Number 2. Racism has a long history and has been accountable for the world's most brutal phenomenon. Number 3. In South Africa, which is home to one of the world's largest concentrations of racial and ethnic minorities, racism is a major issue. Number 4. These activities aim to help young people share their values, discover ways to tackle bigotry, and foster tolerance in their communities and their lives. Number 5. It inspires individuals to note their responsibility to fight racial injustice and their resolve. Number 6. The General Assembly has stressed that every theory of racial supremacy is objectively unfounded, morally reprehensible, socially unfair and harmful and must be opposed. Number 7. It encourages organizations like Black Lives Matter to rise above the rhetoric of hate and turn out thousands of activists who are committed not only to fighting systematic racism but actively engaged with social change. Number 8. Effective and independent equality bodies are major assets in the prevention and elimination of racism and intolerance, said ECRI's chair Lenners. Number 9. In some rural areas, racism still prevails to a great extent. Number 10. Because of all these years of effort by various organizations that came forward with a common mission, racial discrimination is on the verge of extinction. Set 3. 10 lines on International Day of Elimination of Racial Discrimination for Higher Class Students. Number 1. The International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination is held annually on the day the police in Sharpeville, South Africa opened fire and killed 69 people during a peaceful protest against the Apartheid Pass laws in 1960. Number 2. There is constant racial and ethnic injustice hindering development for millions of people worldwide. Number 3. In various ways, the forms of racial discrimination vary. Number 4. Racial prejudice is often expressed in behaviors commonly perceived to be relics of the past. Number 5. The United Nations General Assembly reiterates that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights and can make a positive contribution to the growth and well-being of their communities. Number 6. Since its establishment, the United Nations has been dealing with this issue, and the prohibition of racial discrimination is enshrined in all key international instruments of human rights. Number 7. In several nations, racist policies and traditions have been repealed, and we have established an international anti-racism system led by the International Convention on the Abolition of Racial Discrimination. Number 8. The convention is now approaching universal ratification, and so many persons, families and cultures in all religions suffer from the inequality and shame that prejudice brings. Number 9. Both the preamble of the Charter of the United Nations and the General Declaration of Human Rights of 1948 proclaim the right of all, regardless of race, color, or national origin, to possess all human rights and fundamental freedoms. Number 10. To achieve equality, we will have to work toward moral regeneration, not only within our families and communities, but also in our public life.